Hey guys, what's going on? It's RC Knockout and I am back with another video. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Nolan, and in today's video, I have got my Traxxas Slash XL5 two-wheel drive brushed machine out today. And in the last video, I was working on it, and I actually did another upgrade to it. I put the 31 tooth pinion on. Now, if you remember, it was running a 23 tooth pinion, which was the optional high-speed gearing that came with the ready-to-run kit. So I now have it geared to a 31 tooth, which is 8 teeth larger of a pinion than what we were just running. So, and it's not even recommended that you bash with the 23 tooth pinion. So I want to see what kind of speed will we pick up. I brought the GPS out today. I want to see what kind of speed are we going to pick up by running a 31 tooth pinion. Now keep in mind, this is a stock brush system. So it's the stock 550 Titan can motor and the stock XL5 ESC. And we're pushing this thing to the limit. So I'm hoping for right around 40 miles per hour, because with 8 teeth more, I'm thinking maybe 10 miles per hour more, because the most we've gotten so far is 30 miles per hour, running the 23 tooth pinion and a LiPo battery. So we're going to be running 2S LiPo today. Also, we're going to be testing out, I guess, the Badland tires, because since the last time I brought it out, I put the Proline Badlands off my 4-wheel drive on. I also did some aluminum upgrades that I have in a previous video, if you guys want to go check it out. But then we're also going to bash the thing. But first we're going to do a top speed test, because if it makes it through the top speed test, then we'll go on with the bashing. Alright guys, it's time to jump right into it. Alright guys, I have got the Traxxas Slash. I am running the 7.4 volt 2-cell. It's a 60C discharge rate and 6,000 milliamp. And it is running a DIDN plug, but we do have an adapter so we can run the Traxxas plug. This is the first time we're running the Proline Badland wheels and tires in combination with those aluminum upgrades. Now, I went online and I bought a 31 tooth pinion. I actually had to do quite a bit of dremeling. I had to get my Dremel out. You could probably do it with a file as well, but I actually had to file down, you can't see it because I have the gear case cover on, but I had to file out a ton because the motor would not move far enough away from the spur gear. Took some customization. We are still running the 86 tooth spur gear, so that's the top speed spur gear, so it's the optional spur gear. So it's an 86 tooth spur gear and a 31 tooth pinion. I am hoping for right around 40 miles per hour, guys. I am going to get the little GPS hooked up, and then we're gonna see what we can get. All right guys, I got it mounted on the back, and let me get it turned on, and let me get the body on. All right guys, I have got the body on. We're gonna see, I don't know what kind of takeoff we're gonna have. This might really hurt the takeoff. How about launch? Ready? Get set, go! Okay, there's something going on. Something going on, guys. It doesn't have any punch. All right, guys, let's just investigate and see what's going on. I think hopefully we'll be able to get a top speed recorded this time. Hopefully this battery has juice to it. Let's see, do we have any power? Okay, yes guys, we do actually have, it looks like, power this time. Ready? Get set, go. Is that it? What is going on? Okay, I don't know what the issue is, guys, but this thing has no power whatsoever. All right, guys, it keeps on blinking red. The only thing I can think of is it's like an over voltage, like it's drawing too much voltage or something. So I'm gonna see if we can ease onto it and get some speed. Yeah, I think that might be what it is, guys. So let me just ease on it and see if we can actually get a little bit of acceleration. Okay, that's definitely faster, guys. I don't think that's 40 miles per hour fast though. So let's bring it back again. Okay. Okay, it's moving now, guys. But yeah, from a stop, it will not launch. It'll go directly into some sort of cutoff mode, which is a major bummer, guys. Let's go again. Oh, it's hard to keep this thing going straight with the without TSM. It really is. It's not slouching, that's for sure. I don't think it's getting up to 40, but it might be getting up to like 35. Here's what happens, guys. I just launched it like full speed. I pinned it, and when I pinned it, it went directly into some sort of limp mode. Huh. Well, let's get this thing off to the side, guys, and let's check to see what we got for a top speed. And the only way to reset that is turning it off and then turning it back on. So this is all we got. That's all she has. So the first battery wasn't dead, that meant, because I swapped out that first battery and put a second battery pack in. That means it wasn't dead. What had happened was it just went into some sort of limp mode. It was a slow red blinking light though, so I thought that that was what it would show for low voltage mode, because that's typically what it shows when it goes into low voltage mode, is a slow red blinking light like this. Let's see. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see that, but here's the top speed that we got. With that 31 tooth pinion, we got a max speed of 32.3 miles per hour. This ESC does not feel hot whatsoever. Does the motor? I mean, the motor has some warmth to it, but I can still put my hand on the motor just fine. So I assume it's got to be some sort of safety mode. It must be some safety feature on the ESC. I was really hoping to see more than that, first off, and then I was hoping we could bash it. We aren't going to be able to bash it if we can't pin it. I can't even do a pin from the stop, so I'm a little bit disappointed, guys. What we might have to do is I might have to switch back to that 23 tooth pinion and just run it like that. Otherwise, maybe is this time to go brushless? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think there's some other issue going on, or do you think it's just like I thought? It's some sort of overprotection mode or over voltage mode, because it's probably drawing too much power from this, or there's too much strain or something's happening. There's too much strain or something's happening with this gearing. All right, guys, I turned it off and then I turned it back on. As you can see, when you turn it back on, you get the green, so you get the green for go. And everything's fine from a slow speed, but let's see if we can get any kind of launch. I want to see if we can get a little bit faster top speed, maybe through this parking lot. Ready, get set, here we go. Easing on. Okay, as you guys can see, it definitely gets that power to the ground if I ease onto the throttle, but that's not fun. Coming back. There, it just hit it again. Alright guys, I'm back inside. I just went out again after recalibrating the ESC. I went through the owner's manual, I recalibrated the ESC. I made sure it was in sport mode, which is, you know, 100% throttle in forward. You have full reverse and full brake. I have no idea what's going on. It didn't start doing this until I put that 31 tooth pinion on. It didn't seem to like that, I guess. Alright guys, real quick, I'm out here again. I want to show you what it's doing right now. The light is green. I'm going to lift it up off the ground. Well, actually, I'll just tip it upside down and I'll rev it. And I don't think it's going to go into that limp mode. It didn't seem to go into the limp mode when I revved it. I'm going to go full throttle. You guys can see, with the tires lifted up off the ground, I just did that for like 45 seconds. It's still green, so it did not go into limp mode, lifted in the air. So let's see if it's going to do it now if I launch it. Which the only difference would be that there would be, so usually what happens is the first launch it will go, but then by the time I get to the end of the driveway it'll be dead, or it'll go to that limp mode. So let's try it. Ready? I'm going to do a launch, set, go! Maybe it didn't do it this time, did it? Now it's not doing it. I didn't recharge this battery either. This is a different adapter than the one that I was using before, so maybe we're having a connectivity. Is that the right word? Connection. Let's just call it connection. Maybe we're just having a connection issue with this. I switched this connector adapter and then it seemed to work. I have the GPS zeroed out, so I don't know if it went to limp mode because of this 31 tooth pinion or if it was just the adapter. Let's see if it's going to go into limp mode or not. Let's see from a launch though. That's where we were having issues, guys, from a launch. So I'm going to launch it. Okay, it's not doing it again now, so that's interesting. I am launching it, and here it is. We're at 3/4 throttle. Okay, that's at 3/4 throttle because that's about as fast as I can go around that curve. Bring it back again. I hope you guys can see. I mean, it's no slouch. No slouch. Okay, okay. This seems like a little bit more respectable speed. See, I'll show you guys a launch. This is now with a 31 tooth pinion. Okay, now did it hit low voltage mode or what happened now? Now it did hit some sort of low voltage mode. Okay guys, we're gonna go and check to see what we got. I don't know if it actually just hit low voltage mode this time or what happened now, because now it did go red again. Let's get this off. I don't know what's going on with the system. This time I didn't recharge this battery back up. Maybe it is legitly at low voltage at this point. I'll check the voltage when I get inside. Alright guys, 33 miles per hour is what we got. Top speed, it didn't get 40. It's a lot less than I thought, that's the thing. So I don't know if there's an issue with the battery, the connection, what's going on, because theoretically with another 8 tooth more than the 23 tooth, this 31 tooth should theoretically go faster than just 3 miles per hour faster. Wouldn't you guys think? I would think. So we got 32.3 when I was at the park. The one time it went like full speed, it looked like. Got 33 here. So it's still faster, but that's not, it should be faster than that even. It should be at least 35, I would think. Probably 37, 38. You know what, I guess the one thing I didn't take into consideration is these Badland tires are heavier. And they probably have more rolling resistance. I mean, because these are a skinnier, the front tires, those Kuma ones, have more of a less aggressive tread. So I guess I didn't take into consideration that could actually theoretically slow it down, especially with the front wheels, because the front wheels were are thinner, and you know there's just more contact patch on the ground. And I did make sure all these spin completely smooth, so there's nothing going on keeping this thing from going fast. All the bearings are still perfectly smooth. We'll have to go back out and bash this thing again, or try to. I'm going to go inside, I'm going to test to see if that actually hit low voltage mode, or if we have some sort of overprotection again. As you guys can see, it has a total voltage of 7.74 volts. Number one cell is at 3.87. Number two is at 3.88. There's no reason it should be going into any low voltage mode at that point. This should only be like a half used, or a little over half used pack maybe. Because you start off with about 4.2 volts per cell. Should be turning off to at least 3.5 volts. Probably 3.4. So, and it's hit some sort of voltage mode. While I still have it in, I just brought it in a few minutes ago. Let's see what type of temperatures we're getting. It could be a temperature mode thing. Like I could still have my hand on the motor. So we're talking, I saw 112, I think. 109, 129. So there it's a little bit warmer. I mean, I'm not seeing any numbers. I mean, it has been sitting about like a couple minutes. And the ESC didn't feel warm at all. So I have no idea what's going on with this thing, guys. So the ESC doesn't even feel warm. The battery is not the issue. Nothing's showing that we're getting too hot where it should be turning anything off, because we got hotter than this. We've been way hotter than this. We've been up to 180 and it still ran using the, was that the high-speed gearing? I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm a little bit perplexed as to what's going on. Like, as you guys can see, going over the can of this motor, it's all over the place, the temps, but I'm not seeing much more. Over 130 is the most I saw. Why is it hitting a limp mode? Is there too much strain when you're coming from a stop or something? Because it's when you're launching it. But I launched it hard a few times and it went. I don't know, guys. I don't know next time whether I'll bash it like this or what we're going to do, because I don't want to hit in this limp mode every single time I go to floor it. Oh well, if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to continue seeing what's going on with this RC. Alright, later.